Okay, welcome y'all to some chatting about celebrities. And I'm sorry when you're pointed away automatically because I can't mess with the camera once I drive.
It's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad things happen.
And we don't want bad things to happen. I don't. Yeah. I'm not sure why this seems to work so well, these nighttime drives, but they do. They seem to go really well. And we're going to stop and get gas.
We're going to get gas?
Yeah, we're going to get some gas. We're going to get gas.
I had it on while I was doing my blog post about Zombie Mash, and it was kind of a boring game, and I just didn't.
You know, no, and so we didn't have a dog in the fight.
I used to love the end of the Super Bowl. I used to say, "What's the best part of the Super Bowl?" The part at the last point of it when they shoot the gun and it's over and it's basically. So I can't background while I lament.
Let me tell you guys, I haven't known Josh for that long. Loved baseball, no question in my mind. He was I don't know who loved it more, him or my mom. And so I'm going to give it to Josh on this. But do you want to explain why, before we get into the nighttime topic, why
just very briefly, there's no feeling like the feeling of the feeling when you. Well, I can't keep it in one. It's like I'm trying to keep your life story in one Facebook comment. When we were kids, the global gravitational center of all sports on Earth.
What?
Arguably so. And that just came out Sports Illustrated today. Who did they name the greatest NFL team of all time? It wasn't today's Seattle Seahawks. I got a hint for you. Who is, according to Sports Illustrated, the greatest NFL team in the history of the NFL?
The greatest NFL team would be...
And today. The issue came out today.
Okay, I'm just saying...
the venue I'm speaking of is on the cover.
Oh, okay.
The empty venue, still on the cover.
Yeah.
Still relevant. Yeah, it's the 1976 Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders. So I was trying to think of their name. I was thinking also of Orange Crush. Yes, the Denver Broncos.
I spent 20 years in the Oakland Coliseum, and there's no feeling like the feeling when your team is kidnapped away from you by intentional malfeasant greed of awful, terrible people. There's no feeling like that, especially when you know it's going to happen. You're walking around the stadium with a Montreal Expos hat on, just trying to tell everybody what's going to happen, and you're writing about it in public, and everyone is like, is this going to happen? And you're trying to tell them this is going to happen. And testifying and, picketing and running, trying to, keep all three teams in town was the gravitational sport epicenter. So I can't watch. It can't be the same.
And that is all about greed, correct? Which
a whole lot of greediness.
Yeah. Okay.
The screen has frozen, according to people. We are freezing.
Huh, because I'm moving.
So now we're moving. Look at us. We were frozen. Now we're moving. And now we're going to be stopped again.
Yes.
At the gas station.
At the gas station.
Synergy. It's named after the great keyboard player Larry Fast. All right. So who's here? Who is with us? It's Alex is here. Hi, Alex. Screen froze, but now we're soon to be a little better.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly is here. Your friend. Time for Exploring is here. Susan, New Horizons 2020 is here. And obviously, we're here. So thank you, everybody, for coming. And we're just going to sit here and get some gasolina.
Yeah,
I've
come to this gas station specifically because they generally come right out and pump the gas.
I guess that they're involved in a celebration, Super Bowl celebration. Hello, RV Ashes in April.
Oh, RV Ashes in April.
And Tim, she says Tim.
So you're here. So those of you who might be new to this little thing we're doing, this is my son-in-law, Josh. He's married to my son, Alex, who I also call Brent. I named him Brent. He changed his name. He still has Brent in this long name, but oh, come on, people. I really.
What are they doing? Crazy. Are they going to give us gas? Or I guess our money's no good here, huh? This is the great service.
I hope he's not upset.
You have to honk.
Yep.
You know that you're bummed when you have to.
Yes, I don't want to honk. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I guess it's not self-service, it's no service. Should I go see what's going on, or what do you think? It's like desolate. Like, what do we do?
You know, I didn't know every single gas station in Oregon was now self-serve. Honestly, I did not know that.
Is it self-service?
Fudge sickle. I stopped myself from saying a bad word. Hang on.
Oh, you should have cursed. Let the anger flow out.
I'm going to try to pump this myself.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
Time for exploring. Hi, Tim. Okay.
Yes, okay. I guess I'm going to entertain you all while she's attempting to pump the gas. Now that every station in Oregon is self-service and another backbone of human community and interaction has been seized from the public. Outrage factory. Is that convincing outrage? Am I convincing enough with the outrage? People, I need some feedback. Was that outrage?
Pumps have been stopped.
All pumps have been stopped? What is that supposed to mean? What the heck? Yeah, RV Ashes. I'm from the East Coast and also California, where it's all self-serve. No one. I don't think I've ever been in a station in California. I'm trying to think. I lived in the Bay Area for 27 years. Have I ever been in a non-self-service gas station in California? And I'm scanning the memory banks. Closed.
Oh boy.
We've come to the only station in Oregon that's closed. Just follow that truck and we can get some gas, you see?
Let's get me.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it, comrades? All right, Bakersfield. You're from Bakersfield. The I-5. The Bakersfield sound. I could tell you stories about Bakersfield, the Padre Hotel. We were talking about the Padre Hotel the other night. I watched these cams, these they show you cameras, live cams from around the U.S. and so forth.
Yeah.
And one of them is stationed, there's a few of them in Bakersfield, and one of them is on top of the Padre Hotel, downtown Bakersfield. You know about that. So someone is saying it's time for exploring, says it's been cold in Florida.
Oh, are you in Florida?
There's a chill on the citrus trees. Oh, look, another gas station.
Let's see.
Just across the street.
We
must be in America. This one looks actually open.
Yes, this one is open.
Love. Oh, yeah, this is definitely open. These are all.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
word.
guess I was probably in the nursing home when it changed.
And
Okay.
we're in the back of a trailblazer.
Oh,
No.
let me see if I can with me.
Oh, oh no, it came back. There it goes. There it goes. And this nice person is pumping their gas in front of us. Again, she's saying, oh, it's self-service all around our overhang, and it goes in and out when you do that. Blocking the signal. So hopefully she's not out there. Lucretia has not hided, you know. And we're just out here driving. Just out here driving around Eugene after the Super Bowl and having a little coffee. Driving around with my mother-in-law, drinking coffee on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. Delicious, I must say. Oh, we went to break into my newscast at 11 o'clock with this. You might need another 2 Twinkies. This is really, it's Sunday night, so you might need a couple of Twinkies. A couple of Twinkies. Yeah, look at all the people out of their cars pumping their gas. This guy to my right is cleaning his car. He's got his little sweatshirt on. He's cleaning his car. He looks like one of the kids that is on YouTube. What's that kid's name? They're a couple. They're 2 kids. They're gay. Can't remember their names. See, Kelly, now you want a Twinkie. Twinkies. Well, it's comforting to know that you can. We're talking about the 1970s when you had self-service gas. There's Twinkies from 1976 that are still good and good to eat. So you probably have one of those. Good shelf life on those, or so I'm told. Yes. So hopefully she's okay. I don't see her, so maybe she went into pay, or she's been raptured, or I don't know. I'm not really sure. I might die here in the car. So you're all here to see it. I don't know where she went. She must have went into pay. This is all new. This is a new frontier, new horizons in Oregon. This is probably the first time I've ever had not self-serve or had where you have to do it yourself. California, we never did this. 27 years, I swear. I can't recall one time when there was an attendant to pump the gas. Not even once. Not even back in the day before the internet. Remember before the internet? A lot of us who are older, we're glad there was no internet then. Because if there was, we'd all be in jail. Really? Look, everybody wants Twinkies now. The whole room is just jonesing on Twinkies, and we're just sitting here in a gas station. Probably a lot of Twinkies in the AM PM behind me here. There's probably a few boxes of Twinkies. So, yeah, here's Lucky.
They have trouble with Cash App. It's not working.
Oh my God.
So, all right.
We're 0 for 2 on gas?
Yeah, we're fine.
Do we have enough gas to drive around? Okay, that's all right.
Yes, it's just frustrating. Why do they have problems with Cash App?
That's unbelievable.
All right, kids.
Like I said, our money's not good around here.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to go anyways. We're fine.
Cut to us on the side of the road. You know.
Yeah. Well, don't
Well,
forget, we're in a whole, we have several people that constantly track us. Your husband,
Yes.
my husband, my nephew.
We're well tracked.
We're well tracked.
It's a surveillance society
Yep.
working to your benefit in this case.
And I like that. You know, I'm one of those people who's, yes, please know where I am. But see, I've always said if I was ever like carjacked or something, I'd rather die right there than be hauled off into the woods where nobody finds. All right. All right. So we are back. Yes, it's working, and I've got to change the camera setting. So I need to go here, and I need to go to settings, and I need to go to camera. I'm not sure if this is oh, come on, if this is happening because and it's showing me again. All right, the point is we need to go to. I'm sorry, this is really, I've not ever had to deal with this constant Hello. All right. Whoops. That is.
Screw it. It's showing you. You can look at mine. If you want a reference of what's really happening, you can see to your right. Again?
Well, hello. It's nice to see you, people.
Right.
And now it's. There we go. Now I have it facing the right way, and we're on.
It's showing you.
It's because it's a little behind.
It's lagging.
Yeah.
Lagging and bagging. All right, let me get back in the car.
All right, get back in the car, troublemaker.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, folks. My butt was a little numb.
Well, he's tall. You know,
I have back trouble.
Yeah.
I have the numb butt.
If, and this is a huge SUV. This is a very full size.
You could rent this for $3,000 a month in San Francisco.
It is a Nissan. Oh gosh, it's a big Nissan. Anyways,
It's
so
an Armada.
Nissan Armada,
Military.
and it's very large. And so, which when my son and I went to trade in his other vehicle, this is the one that we really liked, despite the fact I sometimes have to use a step stool, and I'm not kidding, to get into it. I have a step stool I leave in the back.
We have a delicious train lift that we put in the
Yes. All right. So the topic tonight is about
It's how bad the internet is. And yeah.
So this interesting comment that Billie Eilish did, which
anything about it.
I totally support freedom of speech, okay? Freedom of speech, though, is not guaranteed. Correct, Josh? There's no guarantees.
There's no anything. Your next breath is not guaranteed.
But in reality, there are things we can't say, and sometimes we say things that we do, we can say, but there's consequences to those things.
There's freedom of speech, but there's not freedom from consequence.
That's it right there. And someone should have taught that to Billie before. Her consequences, I don't know if any of you have read, are that the natives from the land that her $1 million, $2 million, or whatever dollar house is built on, they would like the land back. Her comment was, something to the effect of referring to all of this being stolen native land.
It's just a cliche that we heard. Used to be a sign at the rallies 40 years ago I would go to. No one is.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, that's been happening for a long time. That's not new. There's nothing new about protesters or whatever.
Right.
That or they're at the Oscars and some. It's a song where it's no fun being an illegal alien. It's really not a good way to refer to it. We're overrun with illegals that can't for the condition of your country of your own accord. Forget about those people. There has to be some. I've never liked it.
Legal status of someone being in a country, whether it's us, if I went to Ireland and I snuck in. And so when you go have some kind of outline of what is theirs, and then people come in without letting you know, and there's consequences for that. Most countries kick you out.
I guess it just seems like in our country, there's a lot of people. So 300 million people. And seems to me like there's a lot of work, particularly as it relates to the produce industry in California.
Yes.
That no one wants to do. Heard of the conversation. Is this thing rolling or what?
It's rolling now again.
All right. So tell us if it's, and they're saying, oh, the commercials are coming through loud and clear, and the other thing is in the.
Oh,
funny how that works.
Yes.
So my issue with it is this: it's the portrayal of it. The cooked major mass. Comes back from commercial. She's like Michael Milken or something. She's like the most slickest politician ever to slang, right? So it's like Schrodinger's communists, right? Same thing with these illegals, the portrayal of immigrants, I'll call them undocumented immigrants.
Right, undocumented is really
nicer term for it, is that in the first segment, they're taking up, they bought all the homes, all the jobs. They took our jobs, like South Park, right? And it's like they've overrun our culture and society. They've taken up all the jobs. They bought all the homes. Every home is, they own it. And then it goes to commercial, and it comes back. And in that segment, the next segment, they took all the welfare. And they voted 9 times in the last election without even a Social Security, as if that's possible. As if you go to the polls, and if your name isn't in the book, they tell you to, F off. So it's not, it's the portrayal of it. And it's you know what a chimera is?
A chimera?
No. Chimera.
Nope.
A chimera is like a thing you build up into a monster. That's kind of like when you make a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, okay.
A chimera is like this beast, this treacherous other that people create. Kind of like a Freddy Krueger, like a fantasy devil, that they can project all of their fears and all of their shortcomings and all of their unconscious dissatisfaction with the way their lives have gone onto a convenient and vulnerable mythological other. And that's what I worry about.
So, okay. So, well, that makes sense. I mean, and what I disagree with personally for me is, I understand that there are jobs that there are people here that live here, born here, don't want to do. Oopsie. I do get that. And that we do need workers, but doesn't that kind of feel to you like that is almost like slave workers?
That fundamentally and molecularly, if that's exactly embedded in our, because this used, like we used to say in California, this used to be Mexico, we just call it California. So it's a lot more complicated than us and them.
Yes.
And that are disappearing, and it turns out they turn out to be citizens, and they're just sitting in an intersection waiting for the light to change, and all of a sudden that doesn't happen in America. That happens in the Shah of Iran's Iran.
Here's what
that happens in Kim's North Korea.
Here's what I disagree with what you're saying is that I don't think just somebody literally, let's say it's me. I'm sitting at that light right there and that ice comes up and drags me out. I do not believe it happens.
That's
like
happened. There's cars have been left sections. It's been a whole propagated thing that's not going on.
But that's people. What I've seen is that people involved in some, oh, you son of a dog light. People in some involved in creating conflict.
They're saying using and some. Yeah, you can't. Okay, if that can happen, person illegally, it can happen. Notice Obama and Biden deported far more than this guy's deported, but you didn't see any masked people in the street. You didn't see any people raiding schools in the middle of lunchtime, homeroom. You didn't see.
Well, let's see. We're back here, but
You can only.
it's got to go.
You can only. How many illegal immigrants there are? Fucking.
It,
Just say, look at the picture and say what the picture is.
Minnesota now.
I really do hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, I've
I-
never hoped.
I-
They'll split. All the viewers. Sorry.
It's back for now, and when it dies this time, it's dead for good. And then I need Alex to ride around with me one day to do this, and he'll figure it out.
Too bad you can't get it on here.
Oh, wouldn't that be
That'd be
great?
hard. You could just see it,
I know.
the front screen or whatever.
So it's not, I can't, I don't, okay. So back to the topic of people like Billie Eilish. So what happened is the natives from that land want their land back that she has. Can't make a left-hand turn here. I almost turned because I'm so frustrated with my phone.
It might be executed for that in the future society. Yeah, I don't.
But how many people do you think really listen
Who
to these
cares
people?
what Billie Eilish says? In 50 years, like right now, I turn on my YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And I don't watch pop political crap. I don't ever see me watching that because it's worthless. Why would I, right? I'd rather pry my own eyes out with a butter spoon. Be more productive use of my time. So my feed is full of reaction videos to music and so forth.
Yes.
And there's video after video, clip after clip, hundreds, thousands of them, of kids way younger than us, younger than Alex even. And they're reacting to old music from 50, 60 years ago, whatever, 40 years ago.
Yes.
And they're reacting to it and they're crying, they're bursting into tears. They're by the end of the 10 minutes, they're on the floor in a puddle, right?
Yeah.
Thinking about how their dad used to listen to this and they remember this song now and the Cat's in the Cradle and the silver.
Oh God.
Right?
Yes.
I just don't see in 40, 50 years, no less 40 or 50 weeks, anybody knows the name of a Billie Eilish. You dig it?
And I had never, I've heard of.
You know why that is, Lucretia? Because over the last 50 years, the C to the I to the A has gained control of the music industry because they had to, because music was a driving force. That's why all the songs now are, oh, grab this P, grab this and touch this, wave money around. That wasn't music 50 years ago.
No.
That's why people now are reacting to music. That lady's songs and reacting and crying and carrying on about it? No. Because it's just disposable, made to be so intentionally, because they can't have music that impacts people socially. The rulers cannot have that. That gets people in the streets and puts the feet on the beats, and they cannot have that.
And I don't think many people realize, and truthfully, that there has been historically a connection of the CIA to the music industry.
Well, it just seems very obvious that dark forces are in control of it. When
somebody on there just mentioned the Carpenters too.
The Carpenters did that. Conservative Republican people, right? In the back of the day, they right? She's not from it. So shit, the quality of the music speaks for itself. She's one of the greatest, thought to be one of the most iconic. It could turn on right now. She could sing one syllable close to you. You would know what the song was from one single syllable.
Yeah.
Syllable. And she's not even primarily a singer.
I know. That I didn't know that till you
Can you
educated me.
identify anybody today by one syllable? No.
Only person would be, oh, and so, yeah, I was going to say Michael Jackson, but he's not from today.
He's long dead.
Yes.
He's dead for 16 years, 17.
Gosh.
So, is it memorable? Is it, does it display the kind of songcraft and cultural accessibility, availability, and timeless quality that's going to make it something as the decades wind away?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. And it's intentionally constructed to be that way, because if it wasn't, people might find strength in it to organize themselves to overthrow the people running the show right now.
I have programmed in on this stereo classic rock, and when I'm driving around by myself, because there's nobody else that listens to it at the level I'm trying to show Alex today when he was with me, I turned it on and I had it cranked, and he was like, "You're gonna blow out the speakers, Mom." I said, "Alex, no, this is actually a better stereo system."
You said that like it's a bad thing.
I know, like it's a bad thing. I mean, really, nothing will ever be classic rock again. We'll never have that music again.
Someone is talking about Barry Manilow.
Oh, yes.
And that's another example. Barry Manilow, Neil Diamond has been mentioned here. Barry Manilow is another prime example. Barry Manilow started as Bette Midler's pianist.
Really?
In the St. Mark's Baths for playing for the gay guys in what used to be the bathhouse in Manhattan in New York.
Wow.
Right? And then what happened was Barry Manilow, from doing that, met people who were in advertising, and got into writing jingles for commercials. Some of the most iconic 1970s commercial jingles are written by Barry Manilow.
Yes, I know that.
Have it your way, right? That's Barry Manilow's doing, okay? So again, these people have their fingers in so many different pies. You can point to so many iconic things in the culture for which they are responsible in some kind of tangential way, if not directly responsible. And you just don't have that. You just don't have cultural avatars that you could point to. Someone was saying, a lot of people are saying this online. I've seen this many. As soon as he passed away, somehow the tablecloth of culture was yanked out underneath the meal. Somehow. The rug was pulled out from underneath everybody's toes.
Yeah.
And it's been 10 years last week or last month since and things have not gotten any better. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Someone's talking about Loretta Lynn.
Oh my God.
Loretta Lynn.
Yes.
Loretta Lynn.
I love that lady.
She's proud to be a coal miner's daughter.
And Tammy Wynette.
Yeah, that's
Stand by your man. I mean, really.
Man. Yeah, these songs will be played in 50, 100, 200 years. And I just don't see the songs of now as being that. I can't think of it that way. It just doesn't click for me that way. It doesn't seem like, oh, this is going to be on the radio in 50 years. Like there's stations now, like you say, you're tuned into the classic rock station.
Right.
I don't see that. Oh, the 20 station. We just said nothing that.
Yes. Yeah. He's very effused about songs because he's connected to it from his youth.
Yeah, well, music and memory, mnemonic. Well, they're close. Chick in what year back when you were a kid?
Yeah.
That's what it's meant to trigger, is those memories, the good time, America on the road when
Yeah.
the golden age of everything. And that's what that music does. It puts you back in that time.
Yep.
Music does that like nothing else. I just don't see that of the music of now. I get that every older person, since there's been popular culture.
Your grandpa.
Yeah, since there's been popular culture, older people have been like, that's crap. Get that off of my radio. You kids get off my lawn. The music today is crap. And it used to be so much better when it was Tommy Dorsey when I was a kid. And we would go down to the swing place and we would just swing and we would flip, flop, and fly. You kids don't know nothing. I know that there's always been people like that.
Yeah.
And there's always been someone to say,
Seneca.
no, your music sucks and mine was better. It's always been that way.
Right.
But it just seems like something about now. Like not meant to last. Like Bob Dylan used to say about the songs of Gordon Lightfoot. The only thing wrong with the Gordon Lightfoot song is that it ends.
Yep.
There's no songs like you could say that about that, right?
Yep.
That displayed that kind of craft, that kind of artistry, that kind of craftsmanship. No such thing. Name one. And Billie Eilish, whoever that is, like people say, Billie Eilish, never heard of him. But Kanye West, never heard of her. Yeah. It just doesn't.
Never heard of Bad Bunny.
I watched Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance. The music was nice. It was very theatrical. It had all this sort of, when he was coming to the stage, he stopped and all these set up. It's all this kind of community. It was hard to describe. I can't describe it in words. The theatricality of it was interesting to me, but it was all in Spanish, so I didn't really understand any of it. And it's hard to really engage with it when you don't know. It really should have had, if they were smart, subtitles. Damn it!
Right.
Like when there's a scene in them, they're speaking another language. Does it have?
Well, so
subtitles, right? When it's China and they're speaking in whatever Chinese in Chinatown, and Jack Nicholson is there. Whatever the movie that goes. Sub told you to restart and it would keep the Wi-Fi shut off.